Alright, so welcome guys back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. I actually forgot to add an HD resource pack and the HD sound pack that the game, like it was free on Epic and I downloaded it. So just want to remember everyone to do that. What's tournament, by the way? No idea. Let's load game. This is my last save file. Great. Now, I have a question. Do I have the sound pack automatically on by default? Yeah, they are off, but now they are available. Sound setting. Oh, it's Latin. It is a bit better. Okay, cool. So what are we doing here? Talk. I don't want to talk about Scarlet.
I'm sorry, but it's too hard for me to talk about.
I understand. It must have been terrible. Why don't you go and get yourself some rest?
It's a private area with a dude right there. Okay, I'm leaving. Let's go get some rest. There's two lockpicks. I think my screen is blurry because I need to sleep. I swear I'll do that. It looks bad, but not that bad.
You! What the hell are you fooling around here for? You off right now or
I'm leaving. Let me close Discord. The last time, like, I had the same problem. Quitting Discord, like, improve my performance because it's barely by that.
I have to eat something. My insides are shriveled up with the hunger.
It's showing me a pretzel. There's I can sleep. Let's open this one as well. It looks like I can sleep. Let's not get caught right there. Let's just... It's a guard. Huh. Let's just go down.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
What in heaven's name happened there?
I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsman. It's a great loss.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojana here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
Good night, girl. I see you tomorrow.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge.
I'm about to go to bed.
Take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
I didn't listen to what he had to say.
Oh, God. Eat. Food.
Heat from pot.
God be with you. What can I do for you?
Where can I sleep?
Where's that chamber for me to sleep?
Evans, are you still confused after what happened to you? It's in the lodge in the courtyard.
Thank you.
May the Lord watch over you.
Let's pick up everything. Do I still have the stolen onion? It's not marked as stolen anymore.
Please tell me what happened in Scarlet's. I have kin there.
It was awful. I'm gonna do this. Sismol Maxi army descended on Scarlet.
Sigismund's army appeared out of nowhere. There were so many of them, not just infantry, but cavalry, too. Those foreign mercenaries with their strange helmets and the souls of beasts.
Heavens above.
I fled to the castle, but my parents were killed.
We all ran towards the castle for shelter, but they were too fast for us. They slaughtered everyone they caught and torched their houses. I barely escaped, and they murdered my parents.
The Lord have mercy. I'm terribly sorry. May the Lamb of God comfort you.
Can I hit from this? Oh, let's pick up everything and then we go to sleep. That's steal and rob. So that everything that wasn't there. That's rob. Cook item, deal with fire. Is this where I can sleep? It's the stable master. I'm just gonna lay down here. You can't delay, no time to lose.
I hear you came from Scarlet's today.
It was awful. They tortured Rovna on their way.
It seemed like any other day. And then I saw thick smoke rising above the hamlet of Rovna. Soon, Sigismund's army were finished there and came for us. The order to attack must have come even before the alarm bell rang.
God preserve us.
I didn't make it inside the castle.
I ran to the castle for shelter with the others. Behind me I could hear the shouts of the attackers and the screams of the wounded. Then I turned and saw father trying to save mother. They were both killed. The gate was closed by then. The men on the battlements were calling to me to run and warn you here. And with God's help I made it.
My God, that's horrible. You were lucky to survive. And our thanks for warning us. I'll pray that you see better times.
Where can I sleep though? Open? Oh, that's a private area. Okay. Is it in here? Oh yeah, it's here. Close the door. Sit on A and start how long you want to sleep for.
What was that? Who's there? Answer me. I suppose it was nothing.
Okay, let's hit a bit before we lay down. Let's put by price. So this is the stuff that it's worth it less. It probably gives also less nourishment, right? Oh, let's do condition. It. Food 15. We eat in onions. Let's eat some bread. $78. Sleep. So if we do let's do 10 hours. I did shift to... I think I cancelled it by accident.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady. No, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady. Thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to. But to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace. To let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world. Although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
Yeah, I started a bit talking about it. Let's tell the story of the raid.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. went to the tavern to buy ale for father. I know it's a job for a groom, but I didn't mind, because my girl Bianca worked there. I courted her a while and we agreed to meet in the evening, but our meeting was never to happen.
Oh, dear boy.
That's actually what
I'd
happened.
done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzik.
Me and father talked about life.
Father and I always chat in the forge. On that particular day, I asked him if he'd teach me swordsmanship. He said no. He said it's better for a man to keep his head on his shoulders than lose it over some pointless heroism. If only you'd known what fate had in store for us.
Oh.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town.
I saw smoke.
Smoke on the
Horizon.
from the village Sigismund pillaged on the
Yeah, I
west
remember
coast,
the smoke.
which was soon to meet the same fate.
God have mercy.
And then death descended on Skalitz. I saw Deutsch trying to defend himself. The man who'd mocked King Wenceslas as a drunkard and praised Sigismund now stood facing his soldiers with nothing but a pitchfork, trying to protect his wife and son. It was hopeless. He slaughtered them all.
That's so sad.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle.
The siege of Skalitz began.
I no longer heard any sounds of battle coming from the castle, so Sigismund's army must have regrouped and started preparing for siege.
No doubt you're right.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that,
It did cost me my life like 7 times.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
So now we get to hear her story.
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Probislavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king, and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone, and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Harvel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
And we're gonna get attacked probably
You're still young.
from that army.
Beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep.
Yeah, because I slept only 1 hour.
Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
I'm about to go to bed. Good night, girl. See you tomorrow. I'm gonna stop with this 2 mod beams.
Help us, son. Don't be a coward.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
I slept 1 hour.
One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
No, we are going back to sleep. I slept 1 hour. I mean, the energy is fine. I don't know how it's possible, but let's eat some more carrots and let's go. We got the torch, we just saved the game apparently. I'm pretty sure my energy was way lower for 1 hour. If you need a light... Gateway stairs. Yeah.
Here, at least, we have a chance to
Stark's a fool.
You can hide out somewhere until it blows over.
Maybe. Good day to you.
What's going on?
Do you know what's happening?
No. What about you?
Me? How could I?
I saw you with Sir Robot. Didn't he tell you anything?
No, nothing.
Farewell.
My respects to you.
What's going on?
You know what's happening?
Sigismund, who else? That bastard conquered Skalitz, and now he's come to take Talmberg. Good luck to you.
Good health to you.
What's happening? Have you heard anything?
No. It could be Sigismund's army, or his scouts, or maybe Scarlet's folk who survived the pillaging. I wouldn't expect nothing good.
Farewell. Quickly, you understand?
God be with you.
Do you know what's happening?
Don't ask me, I don't know shit. Just a minute ago, I was sleeping after a day's watch at the gate. God be with you.
Do I have to go?
Jesus Christ be praised.
You know what's happening?
Fucking Sigismund.
You sure?
I overheard a scout Div is sent to see how things look in Scarlet. It's Sigismund's soldiers for sure. Fucking Sigismund.
Good luck to you.
Jesus Christ be praised. Take care now.
My respects to you. Farewell.
Oh, I have to talk with him. Okay.
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
Farewell.
Halt! Who goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Rubber?
Sir Radzig! What a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir. He is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left the storming of the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
Sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I see you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
All right.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards.
See you, dude.
I will. And good luck to you and your people, too. These are dark times. Move out!
Anywhere, people! Move out! Don't be a soul make right there now!
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrols. Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people, now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled, and report everything to me at once. Understood?
All right. Can I be of help?
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch on the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry, I'll tell the men to relieve you later. Take care.
Good health to you.
What do you think about the Skalitz folk
What do you
thing?
think about the Skalitz folk managing to slip away like that?
I can't imagine how they did it. The more I think about it, they was either blessed, or Sigismund's mercenary army ain't up to much. When you're on campaign, you keep watch no matter how much it's pissing down. If any of us make such a cock-up, Sir Robard will flay the skin up our backs.
You say that because you never saw them attacked.
Aye. Well, it's a shame your folks couldn't be saved.
Is Sir Robard really that tough?
Tough? Aye. But he's fair. He's a veteran of many a campaign, so he knows warcraft.
I believe it.
May the Lord watch over you.
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you. What do you think about the flight of the Skalitz folk?
I'd say Sir Rodzik is a fine lord. He made the most of the situation and saved his subjects. You don't see that very often.
He was lucky that big storm came.
But that's just it. Something happens by chance and you turn it to your advantage. There's not many capable of thinking so fast. Take care now.
Good health to you. What do you think about the Skalitz folk?
It's a hell of a thing. First, everyone is shitting themselves that Sigismund is coming, and then it turns out like this. Praise the Lord they got out of the siege. Skalitz Castle is well fortified, all right, but I hear Sigismund's army is huge, and facing him is suicide. Sir Radzig did the right thing. I'm sorry you didn't all manage to get away.
So am I.
May God ease your pain.
Thank you.
I reckon that Sir Radzig must be a good man, the way he looks after his people. But you probably know him better.
Not really. My father was forging a sword for him, and when he came to have a look at it, we exchanged a few words. That's it.
Then that's a fine lord. Take care.
Press T and set how long you want to wait. What's this area? Oh, it's a private area, okay. So we talk with him. We talk with this guy as well.
Good luck to you.
We talk with him.
What do you think about how the Skalitz folk managed to flee the siege?
Thank the Lord. I thought it was Sigismund descending on us.
Seems everyone thought that.
Well, we were all expecting the worst. And the truth is, I'm still worried what will happen when Sigismund comes here. And come he will, of that I'm sure. I just hope we'll be as fortunate when we're face to face with that fucker. By the way, Henry, my condolences.
Thank you. Farewell.
Like, there is a great music.
Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum, veniat
It's a bit better now. So we press T, let's do 1 hour. 1 hour, it's fine.
May the Lord watch over you.
Oh, he doesn't talk.
May the Lord watch over you.
Let's go! Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go! Go!
I think we got an attack. 6 AM.
Jesus. We'll come head up like scallops.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. We may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Scarlet and killed my parents. Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Ratzik Kobila, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzik of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzik is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king's end that Sir Ratzik Kobila is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzik Kobila is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
When they show faces, it's great. Like, I feel immersed in the game, but when they show the horse, it's kinda meh. Like, not all cutscenes are amazing, in my opinion. Like, when the camera was on the horse, it just looked stupid at one point. So they are not attacking.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
Go to the battlements of the Outer Bailey. Okay.
Good health to you.
What do you think about the Scarlet's full flame?
What do you think about that surprise during the night?
I was surprised, all right. I'm glad them people were saved, though. I'm just as glad it weren't Sigismund. For sure he'll come here in the end, too. But now at least we've got time to get ready for him.
Maybe he'll leave Talmberg be.
Maybe, maybe not. Could be he was only out to get Sir Radzig, because he's Wenceslas's headman. And Scarlet's is a rich town, so there was plenty of loot for the taking. 2 birds with 1 stone. So he might be satisfied and leave us alone.
Reckon we'll see soon enough, one way or the other.
By the way, Henry. It is Henry, ain't it? I was sorry to hear about your parents. They've gone on to better things.
About Sigismund's army.
Sigurd certainly put Sigismund in his place.
You're right there. That's Sir Divish for you. May God grant him long life.
Is there a trader here
Can you
somewhere?
tell me where I can buy or sell something?
Someone to do business with. Well, Votova often gets things the merchants don't have. The last time I saw him, he was by the granary. Try him. He thinks about trade day and night. Take care now.
I need to wash myself.
Maybe we should have done that a long time ago.
Can I hit for free here? Okay, I'm nourished. Now, can I remove this? Yeah. I discovered the combat arena. Let's talk with everyone.
Jesus Christ be praised.
What do you think about Sigismund withdrawing?
It was a stroke of good luck. I know everyone says how clever Sir Divish is and all that, but it was a dangerous situation. That Sigismund is awful, unpredictable. He abducts the king, raids towns, brings foreign mercenaries into the heart of our country. God alone knows what he'll get up to next.
Is there someone here who trades in goods?
Votova is your man. He's the local dealer, a skinny fellow. I saw him by the granary. He'll buy anything that has any value, and he'd sell you his own granny, if he hadn't already sold her long since. Good luck to you.
And then you.
Good God! What happened to your clothes? If you were robbed, you should report it.
Sigismund's visit this morning was pretty alarming, wasn't it?
And no mistake. That army of his is enormous. It's a good thing Sir Divish is such a fine speaker, or they'd have squashed us like bugs.
Can you tell me who I can buy something from or sell to?
Everyone fled here with only what they could carry. But I reckon Votova, the pond keeper, wouldn't let even Sigismund interrupt his business. I saw him by the granary. You can't miss him. He's skinny as a bulrush. I saw him by the granary. You can't miss him. He's skinny as a bulrush.
I think that was a glitch. The dialogue happened twice. We have to talk with them, but I also gotta wash myself. Okay.
My respects to you. Good luck to you.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Take care. Heathen cutthroats will come out of the woods any time now.
Good morning.
They won't come back.
Is there someone here who trades in goods?
Try Votova. He's as thin as a starving hound and about as cheerful, but he can get anything you want.
I saw him by the local granary.
God bless.
Good health to you. Can you tell me who I can buy something from or sell to?
You want Votova, the fella that fixes the weir at the Talmberg fish pond. He should be around the granary somewhere. Good luck to you.
We can always come and take shelter here at the castle. Anyway, you said yourself you don't believe a word Bill
Damn.
says. Stop working yourself up. Everything's fine and that's how it'll stay.
Aye, but...
No buts. Everything will be all right.
I suppose.
You down eventually?
More harvest, and now we've armies invading and pillaging.
God be with you. Good luck to you.
Aye.
God be with you. God be with you.
Good morning. Take care.
Don't worry, we are safe.
I wonder if talking with this many different people.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Can you tell me who I can buy something from or sell to?
Aye. Votova, the pond keeper, is your man.
Like, this is another
He ought to be
dialogue.
by the granary. At least that's the last place I saw him.
Will this increase my speech since it's different? It's unread. It might.
My respects to you.
What do you know about the humans?
Where did these humans come from anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said. That they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money.
What is Sigmund
What
after?
happened in Kuttenberg?
Gutenberg, well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good Lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's pillaging.
Were there many?
Indeed, but it was the Kuttenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad, these are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair. Him and Wenceslas's cousin Jobst. And that cabal helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Kuttenberg?
Why do you think?
He was afraid of Kuttenberg insurgent lords?
Because the lords there could have risen against him with their armies and stopped his conquest of the Bohemian territories?
That's part of it. King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Kuttenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Kuttenberg silver is king.
So Kuttenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favored it?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Kuttenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Kuttenberg, Sigismund killed two birds with one stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth.
Let's try this one again. I'm gonna keep the last one for next time. Because if I do it here, maybe I will not have enough skills to answer.
Why did Sigismund burn down Skalitz and then come here too?
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzig is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslas's allies.
Okay, I'll do that later. Let's look around.
Greetings. What do you need?
Good morning. Take care.
So you did half the job at least.
If only. It took me 2 bloody days to dig it out. I had to dig a trench all around as big as the gates of hell to get at the last roots.
Well, at least you got it done. You could have waited, though. I'd have given you a hand with it.
The way my back is now, I wish I had waited.
Jesus Christ be praised. Good luck to you.
Did you hear such a thing?
Jesus Christ be praised. Good luck to you.
Oh, that's the trader.
What do you need?
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin. God be with you.
Good health to you.
That business with Sigismund turned out well in the end, didn't it?
Aye, that was a good start. Now we need to drive him and his war horse out of Bohemia for good.
Is there someone here who trades in goods?
Hungry, are you? You should go and see the cook. She's good-hearted, especially if you come with some coin. For anything else, you should see a fellow called Votova. Folk aren't too fond of him, because he's as surly as a wet cat. But he can get you just about anything. I saw him by the granary. You'll recognize him easy. He looks like he's never had a decent meal in his life.
I need to get out of here.
I need to get out of here.
And I need a feather bed with a comely wench in it. But it looks like we'll both be disappointed. Sir Divish gave orders not to open the gate, and you especially are not to be let out.
I have to bury my parents. Let's do Nevermind for now.
Never mind.
May the Lord watch over you.
Let's talk to more people before we do anything. Like, there are plenty of people. Maybe I can level up my talk.
Take care now.
Good day to you. What do you need? May the Lord watch over you.
Just roast it with a bit of lard. And add some roast.
Yo, what's up, dude?
Take care.
Jesus Christ be praised.
What do you think about how the Skalitz folk managed to get away?
Fortune smiled on him, that's for certain. Sigismund must be seething with rage.
It's just a shame Fortune didn't smile on all of them.
Oh, shit. Sorry. And you know Sir Radzikobila?
I wouldn't say I know him. I've seen him a few times. Why do you ask?
He must be a fine lord to take such good care of every one of his serfs.
Surely all the lords do that.
Ah, I could tell you some stories.
About Sir Divish?
Jesus, no. I didn't mean it like that. Just that I heard stories from other soldiers that would make your skin crawl.
I see.
About... Is there a trader here?
Where I can buy and sell things.
Well, if it's food you need, go and ask in the kitchen. But if you want something else, I can't help. One of the villagers might know.
That was a tense moment this morning with Sigismund.
Sir Divish handled it masterfully. This is a strong castle. It should stand up to a siege. But Sigismund has an awful lot of soldiers.
Who are those peculiar mercenaries of his?
You mean the Cumans? No one knows much about them, except Sigismund enlisted them somewhere in the east. They're an evil-looking bunch, aren't they?
Not just looking.
God be with you.
Is there anything else here? I can wash myself again. How do I see if I'm clean or not? Mountain steel. Inspect? Oh, true, you can inspect. Speed 30, 228, 290. Which one is better? Of course, this one is way better. Mountain steel would be cool.
My respects to you.
Do you know where I can buy and sell things?
I try the kitchen. The cook sometimes sells us surplus food. Otherwise, I don't know. Try asking the villagers if there's anything they want or have to trade. Take care now.
Oh, there we can sleep. Let's try the kitchen.
Good morning. Goodbye.
So she is a trader.
Good morning.
About 6 man
First
arm.
thing this morning, eh?
If you knew Sir Divish like I do, you wouldn't be so concerned. Being imprisoned might have injured his health, but there's no one can rival him for cleverness and cunning.
Really?
It's not for nothing he was made the King's Burgrave in Prague a few years back. Folk still talk of how he settled the dispute between Father Peck and Sir Pshibik.
Where can I buy
If I
something?
needed some food, who should I ask?
Who do you think, young man? Me, of course. And if you want something extra, I could help you out with that too.
I'd like to buy something from you.
Of course, lad. Good luck then.
Oh, she sells bread. Okay, we pretty much talk with everyone. I just need to talk with the guard. Oh wait, where is my house again? Is it here? I wanted to test about saving, but do I have my own chest or no?
Get the hell out of here. There's nothing there for you. What are you doing? Hey, who's there?
I'm out. I'm not sure if I've slept in the right location. Okay, let's talk to the guy. You can get a shield from there. Hmm. I have to get to Scarlet.
Sir Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
If you're wearing my shoes, you'd do the same. That's like a reputation, I think.
Robard, my parents died there. I can't leave them to be eaten by dogs. What would you do in my place?
Sorry, lad, but I won't take orders. You'll have to wait until everything settles down, and maybe your lord will change his mind.
Not all. They say they can take a man down with an arrow.
Wait. So my main level is 3. Let's try to talk with this guy.
I need to get out of here.
And I need a feather bed with a comely wench in it. But it looks like we'll both be disappointed. Sir Divish gave orders not to open the gate, and you especially are not to be let out.
Sir Robert gave me permission.
Not any longer. I've vital information for Sir Radzig from Sir Divish's spies. The fate of the Skalitz people depends on it. Sir Robard ordered me to leave immediately, so let me out quickly.
A likely story. Better clear off before I lose my temper.
I have to bury my parents.
My mother and father were left in Skalitz like carrion. I have to bury them. I can't leave them to the dogs.
I'm sorry, my friend, but I can't. You'll have to persuade Sir Robard, or think something up so I don't end up in the shit for it. Otherwise, forget it.
What we got in mind?
What am I supposed to think up?
How should I know? Maybe some disguise so I could say I didn't recognize you? If a Talmberg soldier turns up, kitted out properly, in armor and a helmet, then of course I let him go. That's obvious.
All right, I'll have a look around for something.
God be with you.
What are you doing, man?
Yeah.
We gotta get armor from up top. From the tower, apparently. Can I sleep here for a bit?
You've no business here. Never mind making yourself comfortable in someone's bed. You can't sleep here. Be gone, right now. What the?
Good day to you. What do you need?
Is there a trader?
Tell me where I can buy or sell something.
Go to the cook. She'll sell you something to eat.
What if I want something else?
Best ask Votiver, the pond keeper. But I don't know if he made it inside the castle before they closed the gate. Try asking some of the villagers. They should know. God be with you.
How do I get to the tower if this guy is staying here? Let's see if I can get kicked. Oh, I can't delay, no time to lose. Oh god. Eh? Ah, okay. Alright, let's go. I just needed to push it a bit. Can I just get out of here? We're gonna try from a different approach. Lady Stephanie, we haven't talked to her.
Save you. What do you need?
My lady, I hope you weren't unduly distressed by the arrival of Sigismund's army this morning.
Well, it was to be expected. And thanks to God's mercy and my good husband, there was no more bloodshed. But it's something else that distresses me. Maybe my mind deceives me. But I have an evil foreboding.
You, my lady? Surely not. No evil could possibly come to you.
I fear something bigger and worse will come. That Sigismund is only another omen of imminent evil. Of great evil.
Do I look like a Talmberg soldier?
What do you think, my lady? Do I look like a Talmberg soldier?
Not quite, Henry. Just look at you.
Oh, I see. Well, thanks.
I have to get to
I'd like
Skalix.
ask your assistance, my lady, if I may be so bold.
What's the matter, lad?
I need to get out of the castle, and your husband is keeping me here by force.
Why, for the love of God, would you want to leave the castle?
I have to bury my parents.
My parents are lying in the mud of Skalitz at the mercy of dogs and jackdaws. I can't just leave them there.
That's terrible. May the Lord have mercy on their souls. But how can I help you, Henry? I don't want your death on my conscience.
If I could just get past the guard at the gate somehow.
But you can. If you wear a proper suit of armor, and if he can't see your face, he won't recognize you and he'll let you go.
Good thinking.
What if they ask me where I'm going?
They'll certainly ask where I'm going.
You could tell them Sir Robard sent you to Ujitz to ask the parish priest how the folk there are faring.
That sounds reasonable.
I might have to pay a bribe.
It's rather embarrassing, but if I'm to pay a bribe, I need money. Unfortunately, I don't have any.
How would you? Don't worry your head about it. This should be enough.
Thank you, my lady. I will repay you, I swear.
Where can I get armor?
Where can I get the armor?
At the armory?
Where's that?
In the gate tower. But the soldiers sleep in other places around the castle too, and you might find armor nearby.
Thank you, my lady. I must go now.
Good luck then.
So it says that the guy kept it locked. But I can also find armor nearby.
God be with you.
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin.
It doesn't sell armor. Oh, it sells lockpick though. Oh, I have too much here. One lockpick, 2 bandages. If we remove the bandages, can we get other lockpick? Three. Haggle a bit.
Can we do something about the price?
Sure, why not?
Is this enough?
Well now, a little more and we'll shake on it.
Okay, I'll take it.
Oh, that's a decent price.
Ready to mess this up? Fun fact, the tower from time to time it's open, actually.
Is something the matter?
Not really. In order to pick up, you must have at least one lockpick in your inventory. Although it's better to have 1 or 2 spares since they get worn with use. In the worst case you break. You start the actual lockpicking process by holding E on the lock. You will then see a diagram of the lock mechanism in which you have to find the right spot to insert the lockpick. Then you have to use the lockpick D to turn the wall lock. mechanism. At the same time, you have to coordinate the movement of the lockpick with the rotation of the mechanism, because the rotation shifts the position of the sweet spot. How close are the sweet spots is indicated by the size of the cursor. It turns gold when you find it. If you try to turn the mechanism without having the lockpick in the correct position, the lockpick or even breaks it. Any damage to the lockpick will produce a noise, which can draw unwanted attention, and breaking will cause an even louder snap. Let's save right here. So it's E and D. I have no idea how. So I should see a diagram. But I don't see it. Oh, it was somewhere here. Oh shit. I messed up again. I think I'm getting the hang of it. I got it. Wow. I ended up not finding armor in the tower. Unless it's downstairs. Okay, I'll... Oh, I'm Overlord. What's so much? What's that weight so much? You know what? We're doing it slowly, but truly. Once I'm outside...
God be with you.
I need to get out of here.
Get out of here.
Then I'm afraid you're out of luck. Ah, I see. All right then. But if you breathe a word about me to anyone, good luck to you.
Now, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drop one of these bows that it's insanely damaged. That's weapon, okay. I'm gonna drop this 70. Ok. Ciao. Arrivo. Ok. I'm in here, I'm gonna save. Let me drop this. Let's drop you. Let's keep the red one, I don't know. Let's use one. It's still 88. Wow. Okay, we will be back from here. Bye.